Hey, I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark. Don't forget Jerry.
Hey, I'm Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Hi, friends.
Hi, Brian Posehn.
Dan Telfer is here, sitting in for Sarah. Couldn't make
Dan
it
is
this
here.
week.
Dan is not here. Dan is here.
And Rick Remender.
That's right. That's right.
Is back. Remember him?
The double R in the house.
Sitting in for Steve, sitting in for Jerry, sitting in for no one.
You were down to the R's on your iPhone.
I like it a whole lot. We've got a shit ton of donors, but somebody suggested on Twitter that we jump right in first and then do the donors at the break. I think that's a good idea. We did that before. We're going to do that again.
Thanks.
So last week, Steve was stinking up that chair that you're in, and we were kind of in the same shit that we were in the last time you guys are here. We're still fighting these fucking dick giants and giant dicks.
You guys just haven't done it right.
No,
guys have made
we're,
it-
I
we're
suppose.
fucking shit
you
up
brought
for,
the secret.
for normal-sized people.
I might have a thing or two up my sleeve.
Okay.
I think we need to
I did eat
eliminate
Wendy's.
the entire race.
I'm sorry. No.
You ate Wendy's what?
I ate Wendy's before I came.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
What'd you get?
I made it gross. You ate Wendy's
Did you
what?
get a stacker?
What'd you eat at
No.
Wendy's? Which part of her?
Because it's a girl's name.
You're terrible.
No, I meant like the fast food place. That's just to show myself as much disrespect as possible.
Gotcha.
Was your hamburger square?
I was chicken. I got
Oh,
chicken.
what?
How do squid or chickens swim?
Blaine.
Anyway, on our last episode, I was about to sing a song that I had written that means a lot to me.
Oh, I've been waiting 2 weeks to
This
hear
is,
this.
He's getting out the acoustic guitar. And
yeah, here we go. Ring again, my love, a cherry. Okay, I'm into it. All right. You guys had just come up. You had fucked with a couple of giants that were landing parties. They came up on the riverbank.
Yes.
And you had made short, rather tall work of them. And then you were fleeing or had fled up the riverbank. You crested the top of this sort of plateau, and you're looking down on this huge, just the steppe plateau mountain, kind of a huge Sound of Music, beautiful plain. And behind you, you can, if you look over, you'll be able to kind of look down on the river behind you. And you can see that there's still two boats out there that had come in where all these guys were had ridden in on. But they're still out there in the water. There's nothing that you can see out there. But you did see some smoke off in the distance as soon as you got over the hill, and you heard some sounds. Could be footsteps, could be mechanical sounds, but off in the distance you see some smoke coming kind of your way.
The town, you guys passed the town. The town's gone. You guys left the town.
I think we're
Never
still
made
near it.
Yeah, we're still like around the
How close
port.
to the sounds?
Because I think there's a way to go into that town. I don't know what the objective is at this point. You guys walk.
Just not die, really.
sorry.
Yeah, like I think we want to hide out and regroup, but I think the last long-term plan we had was to get to the Golden Land via boat.
Right. We could go to the town and since winter is dispensable, winter could make a distraction. You guys could loot.
Yeah, like can we make a break for it?
Well, where do you want to go? I mean, what you can.
The port town where maybe we could stow away.
Sure. Well, here's the way I would see it. Like, the port town is this isn't really to scale, but here's sort of like the bank of this giant river that you're on, or this body of water. The town that you're going to is sort of out here, sort of San Francisco style on this peninsula. Uh-huh. You're down here, so and then you sort of this is the crest of the plateau. And sort of off in the distance, you can see some stuff. So it's almost like by the direction you're going. If you headed towards the smoke that you see right now on land, it would be like you were heading towards a major highway or a major road that was more traveled that led into this city. Because if you're just sort of like walking along the port, it's a lot of mud and rocks on the riverbank. It's not really a civilized way to get into it. You know, there's a lot of marshland if you're outside of, like, San Francisco. I'm not basing it on San Francisco.
I'm up for crawling in some mud and getting in there.
Yeah, I'm just up for avoiding these giants and sort of regrouping and
yeah, like
getting the
Figure out a plan.
the jump on them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you guys all, by the way, leveled up at the end of the last episode,
Right.
which was a little bit overdue. So I think we're dealing with all 4th level guys. So you can handle it, I guess.
4th and a 5th. Winter's always ahead of us.
Oh, he is?
For some reason.
do we see,
Oh, it's those goddamn time zones. They drive me nuts.
is there maybe like a little outcropping suburb of shacks outside the city where like we could try and find someone who's, you know, off on their vacation timeshare and like break into their hut or
Give him a Bill Cosby.
I think it'd be more of a give him a Vince Champ.
Do you mean fill them with
Jesus.
joy and laughter?
That was what I meant.
I gotta do a Froofy the doggy style.
All right. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, I feel bad. Hey, so what you going
Did I
to do?
find the bar? is that
yeah, let's regroup somewhere. Let's try and find somewhere where we can actually.
You know who I'd like to see regroup is Poco. I'm kidding.
I miss
I hope.
quad.
Okay.
And we're back.
So, anyway.
All right. Anyway, you get $1 million. So, what were you guys doing? Sorry, I was thinking about Nestle's Quick.
We're just trying not to die. So some
Work our
people
way
are talking
around.
about hiding in the village. Some people are talking about digging a hole in the mud and jerking it.
Yeah, I think that
I meant
should
like
be,
the banks of the city mud, not like just like fuck a pile of mud, like with our actual genitals.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I didn't hear him say fuck mud. I think
No, although if there's some fuckable
That's
mud
what I thought you
nearby,
said.
I don't-
Yeah.
we could take a
Fuck
quick
a
mud
puddle of mud.
break.
I was just thinking you guys could, it sounded to me the town was something that might have some desirable loot, much like your loot crate. You want to the kind people.
Sweet,
That's
sweet
it.
Luke
How's
Perry.
that
Save
segue?
for the break.
No, look.
Crate?
I'm along for the ride. Winter is gonna sustain some terrible damage in this next few
Why do you want to
hours.
kill Jerry's old character so bad?
I'm not gonna
It's
kill.
yours now.
I'm not gonna kill Winter. I'm just gonna. I've got ideas.
Fuck them up a little bit.
A bleeding out of the rectum.
Hooray.
He's going to be bleeding out of the
Right,
killed him.
In there.
How many incoming giants are there that we can tell? Like, are there?
You can't tell anything.
There's
from
like
this
2
distance.
boats. So like,
If the boats are anything to go on, I think you guys took out 2 pairs, right? So 4 guys. Those are the guys that jet skied in from the 2 boats. So
Yeah.
their jet ski guys are done. The rest of the guys are on the boats. There was a pilot. There was a gunner with the flamethrowers, and I think there was 2 crew guys. So you're looking at 8 giants offshore. So
8.
yeah, those you don't know that they're boarding. And where you are right now, like I said, you scale the top of this hill. Now you're sort of, if you've ever been to Palos Verdes, that's sort of how I see it, where you're on the top of this peninsula. There's land and stuff, yeah. But it's if you go to the edge, it's sort of like slopes down, and then you have the water down there. So So you've made it to some actual land. There's grass and trees and stuff, but for the most part, it's open prairie style. And off in the distance, just the way it's rolling and sort of rolling away from this area, you can't really make out what is making the smoke.
Well, you guys, what do you want? Fighting or plunder? Or swimming? Sounds like there's a lot of swimming to be had.
And I think you guys were going to try to get across the water at least.
That was
try
the
to get,
plan.
Try to get into the city.
Try to get a boat and get over there, but
Yeah.
the boats are all giant size.
Giants keep getting in our way.
The guys who got off of the jet skis and chased you, you killed them. Were there jet skis left on the shore?
Yeah, but they would be giant
big,
size. They're like sort of
They're
giant
leg powered, right?
Yeah, leg powered Flintstone style.
We'd be like little
We
kids
could all
riding
stand on each other's
full-size.
shoulders, and we could ostensibly sort of man
Yeah.
one of these.
But there's guys manning flamethrowers, so like we would be like pushing these pedals.
Four dudes standing on top of each other's shoulders, driving
giants
a
just-
jet ski towards a boat.
These giants just laughing at us and like, oh, we're gonna cook those dumbass
Let's
little
do that.
sausages.
Wouldn't that be more fun?
Let's kill Jerry's character and our characters.
It would be
every-
it would. That's how we would do it if we were writing the next Stuart Little movie.
This game could use a
little Stuart
an
Little.
infusion of a little Stuart.
A little Chris Columbus flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about the city still? Like, is it still like a good goal or?
Information.
fart
I would
noises.
hope, yeah.
Look, if
because-
somebody went,
Yeah, so, like-
went in there and made like I've got magic missiles, I could set a house on fire from the hill. You guys could go around
He
the other
sounds like
side.
he really wants in that city to fuck some shit up.
No, but I
so-
mean, if you
like
if you make a distraction there, and then you guys go around the other side and maybe loot and find a map or something, maybe we'll have
if we could just stow away like on something, we don't have to pilot it. We could just try to like find the right boat and then just go hide under their giant chickens.
right. Make a distraction. Somebody goes to put a fire out, then run onto a boat and hide
So
into
is there
it.
like a big dock? Is there a pier or
I thought there was, right? Like
It was a dock
there's
city.
at
Well-
least
You can, if you go to the from where you are at the hill, if you go over to the edge, you can see the city off in the distance. It's a big sort of everything's red-ish, kind of maroon shaped or maroon colored. I'm sorry, and you can see boats in the harbor that aren't the ones that are close to you, but off in the distance you can just see specks moving along, and occasionally you do see a yellow sail, or you see a blue sail, or you see a green sail. Not too many, but if you really squint and you concentrate, you can make out there is a lot of traffic going in and out of the city. It's not all
I like
red based.
I think that the idea of stowing away, and wasn't the
I
dude
like that idea.
the dude we killed last time I was here was saying that the gold city was on the other end of some black.
yeah,
So maybe if there's yellow, that would
sounds
insinuate.
find a yellow boat.
tasty. Let's get on a yellow boat.
So
Well, the yellow boats, I think, too, were down south.
Different
you,
part
you
of
guys,
it,
yeah, you guys
We're
need
in
to
the red
get.
zone.
Golden.
oh, they're not going in and out of the town. That's not like the shipping.
Well, you just need to get north because you can't get across. There's this part of the continent ends in a bad way, so you want to you have to get around.
All right.
So not yellow, gold. We want gold.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right,
Let's get over there.
let's do that. Let's head towards that.
All right. So, are you going to head? When you say head towards that, do you mean are you heading towards the smoke? Or are you going to try to avoid the smoke? Do you want to check the smoke out? These they're getting sort of close, but they don't seem to be coming straight at you anymore.
I'd say just avoid that and just go try and get towards where the action is. I feel like the smoke is like we could still get really easily
I thought it
outnumbered.
had, you said the smoke was coming from some troops or something coming our way, but maybe I'm.
Yeah, I remember you heard some footsteps
Yeah,
and
that
stuff.
doesn't
So
sound good.
Is it
Okay. Well, let's
Unless
avoid
it's a
them.
parade.
that
I
head-
love parades.
We're in a deep forest, right? That's the thing.
Not
This is
really,
red.
are we?
we're like near the
like
beach,
Northern
like
Cal-
that out.
or this is the hill we're on. Is not forested.
no,
lightly,
it's
trees.
more prairie-ish. There's a occasional more like African
Like
savanna
a
kind of
veldt.
stuff.
All right.
Yeah,
Is there a high grass?
yeah. There's high
Yeah,
grass.
maybe use the cover
very-
so we can try to avoid the soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful, by the way. Just everywhere.
I love
here is-
that.
is-
We'll jerk off a
love
little
that
bit while we
about
go. Just a little bit, travel jerking off.
Find the land attractive.
Sure.
We see some mud that we
So
want to
beautiful.
fuck.
Right,
and,
fuck the mud.
So, what you doing? Where you going?
Motherfucker.
Let's try and find some cover and head towards the docks.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are gonna keep moving along. Are you gonna sing a happy song? Why don't you guys sing a happy song? Why?
We'll get discovered.
Since you've been gone, I can breathe for the first time. Still moving on. Oh God, what was that? I found that fucking screamo, "Let It Go" Frozen thing.
Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ, that was real upbeat. There's all of Brian's naked.
Brian's
torso.
gone native.
Oh my goodness.
Hello.
He just drank a bottle
my.
of 5 Hour Shirtless.
I can see your puppet.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Anybody else gonna sing a
Yeah, stop
try?
doing your version of that fucking Let It Go thing, too. Let that go, right?
Hey.
Let the
Am
song.
I right?
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
Ba, 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 ba.
Adventure men on a journey,
Oh.
finding their way to treasure.
An original.
It's my favorite Iron Maiden song.
Rick's really good at writing songs.
You hear you just hear off in the distance what sounded like footsteps going, and then you hear some creaking, and you hear it off in the distance. You're singing. I think they heard you singing.
Oh,
okay.
you told us to sing. What kind of a
See?
DM?
Oh
I
man,
did-
talk about playing on the rails. What kind of 4th edition bullshit is this? All right, should we all freeze and like hit the dirt and see if
That was entrapment.
I didn't say that you had to sing.
You were leading.
driver
You were
license.
leading the witness.
Such bullshit.
Yeah. All right. So
I thought we were in a very safe African Savannah karaoke bar when we were singing those.
How
songs.
did we get How did we get the idea to sing? Where did that come from? It's too late now. So we're hiding, and there's giants who heard us singing, so they're coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're in the trees, or we're behind. What are we? Where are we hiding?
You're kind of you're sort of. There's some rolling hills away, so
Illusion.
yeah, but they heard you.
They're too close already.
Okay, run.
Are they though? But like,
Right.
what if you make it like stand up and like waggle its big illusion dick around like another?
Or you're
giant?
saying like a moving something?
Yeah, so they
Spectrals.
think that's what made the noise. Or like, yeah, like,
Oh, like a singing person?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You guys want me to go out, and then I'll take the heat, and then you guys can just make me on your way. I'll go up singing and see what happens.
I could conjure a crazy running singer.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, man.
Why do you want to kill Jerry's character so bad, Rick?
I'm not saying.
know if
How
this
do you
makes
know he would have
sense.
died? I'm just saying you have
Make
to take.
sure it's naked,
you have to
though.
take risks in life to get to the adventure.
A naked,
I've got
a
that bumper
naked
sticker
red
that
lady
says-
giant.
A naked red lady. Okay,
Yeah.
so Hug Denning
Tra-la-lying away from us.
is going to
she
create.
going like,
Yeah.
pulling up
She
the
keep-
stocking.
Yeah.
I got to imagine
Why
that
is
the
she doing
giants are.
that?
Well, the giants could be flatulent.
She's waving her Pajuvi around.
Ugh. Yeah.
Let's do it. Wave that
I
Pajuvi.
forget
What's
what
the matter,
I
you don't
think
like
of
Pajuvis?
Pajuvis. I don't know. I got to figure out what part it is.
What do
What do they think of that?
So with an alakazam and a hey, watch this, he gestures hypnotically, and suddenly there's a giant naked red giant lady running around tra-la-laing, and she's singing.
It's a coupe drawing gone wrong.
Yeah, she's on a rocket on some rat rod
It's a
motorcycle
nun
dude's
with,
back.
with Frankenstein.
Oh my god!
Rat
so,
Fink, yeah.
oh, like the dice have like skull eyes with flames on them. It's fucking crazy. I saw it on a jean jacket once, and the this giant goes running towards and I guess away from you. Away from you and towards
The smoke.
Hallucination.
the smoke, yes.
Okay.
And it was singing Feel So Good by Chuck Mangione. La, la, la.
Feels so good. Feels really good.
See if we can lose him.
It feels so good. It feels
so,
really,
so,
really
so
good.
No, stop singing and run. We got to run the other direction.
Remember, this is how he got us last time.
You idiots!
God damn it!
Run.
Everything we do is literal.
Yeah, we
Get out
run.
of here.
We run.
Run,
the,
human.
run the other direction. We don't need to watch them stumble upon the
Right.
woman, and then when they go to
Yeah, let's go.
Go.
Merrily we run away.
Okay, so you sort of send this giant image running off to distract the giants or whatever it is, and you run sort of in a direction, I guess, hugging the edge of this this rise, and but towards the city, and it sort of works, I guess. You don't really. The smoke has seemed to stop, but it's not moving again. There's not any. Doesn't seem to be any in pursuit. You don't hear any footsteps. So,
success.
but you're running, right? You guys are running.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Away from giants to the town.
All right. So you guys are gonna run for I'm gonna say
15 years.
15 years, and then at the end of that montage, you guys have like super big, giant, fat running legs.
Sweet, or legs
And
leveled up
really
at least.
long beards.
Yeah, long beards and giant running legs.
You look like Mr. Natural.
But your upper bodies are withered, and now you have T-Rex arms. Go.
Okay.
All right, go to power strength.
We've gone from coop women to R crumb women with giant legs.
You guys are running through the veldt and other songs by Ed Schwerwin
It's such a
and the Poconos.
Borscht belt, yeah.
So
Is a belt.
nothing seems to be happening. So after maybe 15 minutes of full on sprinting through the area, and you find some trees, some low trees that are bigger than regular trees, but still regular trees. You kind of
good cover. Or,
good cover. You kind of stop and take a breather. So you seem to be safe right now. There's some shade. I will say that there's a little creek, a little brook. You can get some water. It's very nice.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Are we close enough where like it might be a good idea to climb up a tree and like scope out the city, try and find a low key way to sneak in?
There's sort of there's some taller trees in here, sort of Dr. Seuss style that are a little taller. So
Yeah, I'll run Lyra up one of those suckers.
All right,
enthusiastically.
Yeah.
there you go.
You'll run away from a fight, but you'll climb the fuck out of a tree.
Yeah, man.
No, that's good.
So if you want to relearn any spells, now would be your chance.
Doing it.
Doing it,
Steady
doing
shit.
it, and
Sure.
doing it well.
You run up this. Lyra runs up this tree, and what you can see is off in the distance. Nice shot of the city. It's very nice. It's very, very D&D looking. Just a giant version of a small port city, sort of a Baltimore equivalent, I guess. And
Uh-oh.
but there's
Make sure Omar's not coming.
yeah. No, this is pre-wire Baltimore when it was really bad. So
We're going to find the egg lady.
the Eggman. He's
The
just
egg
sitting.
lady?
He's just sitting in the back of a vintage shop, and he had a sign that said "The Eggman sits here." He was from Pink Flamingos, and he had a tape measure around his neck.
Where are my
Oh,
eggy
it's not the
waggies?
one from Beastie Boys.
Or the Beatles.
Right.
Or that new Taylor Swift.
Or that new Taylor Swift.
What the hell?
I like some eggs. I want to have some eggs. Make me some eggs.
Is that a Taylor Swift song?
That's
so,
exactly the new song.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
I just got that out of my head
No,
Well,
you
it's
didn't.
back.
just yesterday. I was like, oh, I'm free.
You'll never be free.
That really made me laugh.
Oh, it's
I love it.
And it kind of fucked with my head a little.
Really? When that
kind of a mind fuck.
What's the text under the murder?
Yeah, when the murder, when he started when his
It's very Lynchian, very much like Bob.
Oh, for real? Yeah, exactly. He'd murdered our favorite town girl, and
there were these guys a bunch of years ago called Fatal Farm, and they did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those
alternate
Garfield
openings.
things. Yeah, man.
Garfield, but they did also alternate TV openings that are really.
Yeah, they did. They were great.
crazy.
The Final Fantasy Garfield one is my favorite. Where
Yeah.
I don't think I saw that.
It's
It's called Lasagna Cat, and it's just live action version of Garfield cartoons.
Yeah, they have a guy in like this really horrifying like John outfit, and then a really like gross like guy in a Garfield costume, like furry style, acting it out. And then they cut. Then after they act it out,
panels.
After they act out the strip, they cut to the actual strip and have this horrible canned laughter that's just straight out of like David Lynch or something. And then they'll do a weird after they show the strip, just like deconstructive, surrealist sequence that just depends on whatever weird shit they want to riff off the strip. And once
really
it was
crazy.
this really long 8-bit Final Fantasy thing that they put together with like Jim Davis coming out and fighting with them in like a party.
He'd be a horrible level boss, Jim Davis.
It's good stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys are in Paris, France.
Cool. Well, is there like a wall around the city that would be hard to penetrate?
Maybe emotional, but
yeah. What
nothing
time of
to use.
night is it, or what time of day is it too? Like, is there cover? Is it dark? Or is it?
I forget what time of day it is. I'm gonna say, for the sake of argument, let's say high noon. Perfect. One in the afternoon. Let's say it's one.
Let's wait till night, and I can magic missile a building,
Sure.
something that let's say on the
run
far
in.
side of town, and then while I'm doing that, you guys are on the other side, or maybe
Do we
I go
want to
with
maybe
you, or-
before
It's
we
very
create
winter-like behavior.
before we create the big distraction, we first want to maybe try and just eavesdrop on some conversations and figure out what the right boat is.
It sounds like not a lot of stuff's going to be blown up, but I guess conversations, if that's. Yeah,
We're
let's.
gonna have a really
you
cool
guys
parabolic
are
mic.
really good at getting into the Jerry and Sarah characters. The dynamic.
Hilarious.
Dum Dum and Smarty.
All right.
I say we do what Smarty says, and then we do what Dum Dum said after.
I like it. I'm on board with what Dum Dum wants to do. I just
Look,
want to do
guys.
Smarty Pants first.
Yeah,
I
because
only go by Dum Dum to my dad.
Larry can
I
actually
gotta-
sneak in and.
I thought your dad was Mr. Dum Dum. Sorry.
So let's kind of scope out the water, or
Get
at least
close, find a place to
boats.
hide.
Yeah,
for a
maybe if
couple
there's
hours.
like a port tavern that we could sort of like,
Let's go on Quincy's boat, and while he's at
hide
work,
out
and hang out.
but stick to the shadows and try and well, wait till night though, for sure. Like
A very very old
Quincy.
reference.
follow the cover, I guess.
It's a boat. A guy who owned a boat
Yeah.
on TV.
Yeah, like let's stick with the cover of these trees as long as we can, and then
It's mine.
once we get like as far as the cover will take us, just wait till nightfall. Right?
Okay. All right. So you're up the tree. You guys are down there relearning stuff. You're sort of up on the tree. You're trying to check out.
Feeling real smart.
Yeah, you can tell that
I'm a smarty man, had the smart plan.
if you get to the other side of the city, it looks like that's where all the dock activity is.
Oh, so we can get to the whole city. Ooh.
Yeah, so I mean, you could probably if you knew how to sort of circumnavigate it, if there was a beltway or something, you could get to the other side. But for now, if you walked up, like if you were walking up, if you walked up the coastline right now, it would put you on the eastern side of the city, and it seems like the ports would be on the northwest side.
Okay, cool.
Going out like even farther into the water.
Cool.
And the other thing that you see is when you look back, the hills are still sort of obscuring the source of the smoke off in the distance. But when you're this high, you can barely see off in the distance that one of the looks like two traveling things. I guess you don't know what kind of vehicles they are. Maybe like a military group or something. But one is red and one is blue. So, and they're both, neither are moving. The smoke is just sort of like stationary, kind of going up straight like stationary locomotives.
All right.
Anyway, so that's that.
Perhaps an invading force.
Yeah.
Red and blue is coming to attack.
Well, if there's a big war,
Green.
that'd be some great cover for getting through
Exactly.
town in the middle of the night. Just fucking.
And kill each other.
Yeah, we're just fleeing.
Is there
townspeople.
anything in the town that looks like it might, like a temple or a church or a bank or anything that looks like it might be jewel encrusted and maybe a dollar sign on the top, a neon.
There are 3 balls outside of a...
Well, you guys would have to
Get closer.
You guys, yeah. Right now, it's
This is just way off in the distance.
yeah. You're like,
Well, sure. Like, let's get as close as we can without losing our cover, because we got till nightfall to break in. So let's.
Yeah.
sure, okay, yeah. If you the way you estimated, if you left right now and the terrain would remain the same, you would probably
Led Zeppelin out.
you'd be able to walk there in maybe an hour.
Okay.
So it's close, and it's not a huge not a huge city, but it is a giant city.
Right. We're Giants Love. Okay. Let's take a quick break. And then we'll do some donors, and then we'll get right back into it.
Sweet.
Hot diggity.
And we're back. Hey, we've got a couple of donors. I was just in Dallas and Fort Worth at Hyenas. Aaron and Kayla Dresco gave me a bunch of vape pens and the like, a bunch of cig type things that they own a company called Blazing Vapors. Gave that to
I
anybody,
smoked a
anybody who does
blazing
that.
vapor. Have toked a blazing pipe.
B.A. Schulte, he wrote a book called Age of Heroes, The Witch Hunter's Gauntlet. He gave us a nice note. The funny part of the note is your show has definitely replaced New Comic Book Day as the best part of Wednesday and makes me long for those old high school days of playing D&D. I especially feel for Ken right now. I once had a great dark elf mage with an insanely high armor bonus, but only 2 hit points, who tripped over a rock and died thanks to a shitty DM. I also have a poor Star Wars role-playing game character who's still lost in space because I forgot to set my coordinates before jumping into hyperspace while leaving my friends stranded on a space station when the Imperial fleet arrived one night and we never played again. Anyway, keep up the good work, and here's hoping that Dag and Damien will be reunited someday. Brett Schulte. Thanks, Brett. Thanks for copies of the book, and he gave us a little cash, too.
Love it.
$16,000.
Thanks, man.
And books.
That's generous.
On top of that.
What kind of money is that? I haven't
Got a
seen
new-
that.
You know, writers make a lot of money.
Got a new loot crate. It was Fear is this month's
Fear?
theme of the crate.
Was Lee
Fear.
Vang in the box?
No, not the band.
I
Fearing
love
things.
living in a loot crate.
We got some
Loot crate's
Canadian
all right.
cash to jump through real quick.
What kind of money was that on the top right there in your hand?
Here's a 20.
Where does that come from? What nation? Does that come
Canada.
Is
Canada?
that
And
a
who-
loony
Yeah.
or a toonie?
From? Who's on the
a
Canadian
boonie?
20? I'm curious.
Some old lady. Queen Elizabeth. She's yelling, Adrian. Adrian.
Because
that
Rocky
the-
is
Oh,
famously
I
married
see.
to
She
Queen
looks a lot
Elizabeth.
like Margaret Thatcher. So why when I saw that.
Aren't Thatcher the Iron Giant?
To Colin, thanks for getting me, Jared, hooked on Nerd Poker. Please, thanks for all the laughs. Thanks, Jared. Weird. All right.
Yeah, weird.
Who's that
Well,
dude
I
on
don't
that
know why
mic?
it
what's
was
that
written
guy?
to Colin.
That's the guy they can draw and look like Spock.
Tim Fraser, Murdoch Music Podcast.
That guy's actually drawn on.
There's a note. Mr. Poseidon, the cash enclosed is intended for the Nerd Poker podcast, but please, for the love of Satan, use it to bribe Sarkin into telling us what the fuck happened to Stargwell, and to give us that guest appearance
Stargwell.
to get some insight on all the unanswered questions from the OG campaign. Thank you all so much for all the laughs. It's a good idea. I want to get Sark in here. We've talked about it, and hopefully he'll come in and at least do a little guest star soon. Dylan or Kentucky. Thanks, Dylan. And then he wrote
Kentucky, that's a
please.
It's a cur inside
a tuck with shoved inside a key.
He wrote, please say Satan in your glorious metal voice, Brian. And I did, even though I didn't read that.
He's way ahead of you.
Here, let me do it on my... Satan! That's all right. That's my glorious Fred Schneider voice.
I know, I knew.
Let's all do
I
it
knew
in our
what you were
Dana
doing.
Carvey way.
Satan.
Devils in bikinis.
Remember?
Okay.
I do remember.
It was a good time.
And then here's some more cash from Toronto, November 2nd, 2014. Thanks, Brian Posehn and friends. You inspired me to start playing D&D again after 20 years with my nerdy friends. It rocks. Sincerely, Evan Shaw.
Yay.
Thanks, Evan. More Canadian money here. Nerd poker money in Botch We Trust from Evan and Nicole. Kill the orcs, hug a half-orc. That's what they wrote. Now, who's that guy, Rick? Who's the guy on the 10, you fucking asshole?
Lord Lazenbottens.
That's a fucking Harry Potter character, you son of a bitch.
Oh, that's him. Canadian Parliament 17th Gavelman.
Lord Latin.
Gavelman.
Is so full of shit.
Gavelman, please. Gavelman. Chair recognizes Gavelman from Saskatchewan.
We got
I had some pasta.
we got a birthday card with my boyfriend on the
Me?
cover. The Rock.
You mean Dwayne
It says,
Johnson?
Dad,
Whatever.
Dad is crossed out and says Nerd Poker, just like The Rock. You rock. Hope this 100th ep is a great one. Keep up the awesome work. Mark from Carrollton, Texas.
Awesome.
More cash. Thanks, Mark.
And that card is
Can you smell what the... Here's some money from...
What the cock is rooking?
You are right to stop.
Yeah. Blaine, some people you met. Where did you meet these people?
I saw Sam and his girlfriend in front of Fred 62 when my wife and I took our kid there to look hip.
Okay.
And
he wrote Peebo Rocks
Peebo Rocks
from Sam.
From Sam, so thanks. And
Chris and Danielle. Where'd you see Chris and Danielle?
Chris and Danielle. I think you know what? Oh, that was in New York City when we did At Midnight at the at ABC at 66 in West End, and somebody
heard of all
said
those
Blackie
things.
Green.
I've heard of everything you just said.
Yeah, it was great.
And then what's one? The weekly nights featuring Oatmeal the what?
Oatmeal the Stout, I think.
which?
You know, I feel bad.
Oh, nice.
I forget
The
that
what?
guy's name. It was just a fan of the show who just
Okay.
yelled Blackie Green.
All right.
More
the weekly
people.
nights featuring Oatmeal the Stout. Thanks, Oatmeal.
More people have yelled Blackie Green at me than have ever yelled Blaine Capatch at me.
That's fucking awesome. I love it. Keep yelling at him. Assholes.
Yeah, hey, thanks, you guys.
People. So this was funny. So I'm standing in front of the comedy club Saturday night, and after the show,
And then
Got
walks
a
a
couple of
duck
nerds
wearing
come up.
fire hose.
a couple of guys come up and give me nerd poker money, and I go, hey, could you write your names on them? And they write and give money. This good old boy, because we're in Dallas, sees the
Never
two nerds
meeting
give
them.
me.
That's racist.
Sees the two nerds give me 20s, and he gives me a 20, but he clearly has never watched the fucking show, doesn't watch his money, or
Nice.
didn't write his name down or anything. So
Did he pull it out of his
it was,
10-gallon hat?
Matt, yeah, pretty much. He was wearing one
That's
of
not
those
all he pulled out
famous
after
hats.
the 20.
Boing.
Matt,
this
David.
how it
Ryan
works?
pulled something out.
So Matt, David, and I wrote "Good Old Boy."
Right on. Thanks,
Thanks,
everybody.
good old boy.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks. Yeah. All.
God, there's more. Jesus.
Oh, it's
Thanks,
terrible.
you guys.
All this
it's-
money, and I got to tell who gave it to
All
me.
this
Oh.
money.
Steve Agee, please bring back creepy Steve Agee. More goblin molestation from Aaron Dresco. Yes.
Molestation.
Brian Blaine, Sarah
Molestation,
Ken,
mo
Sark-
problems.
Will you shut the?
I can't. I have diarrhea of the mouth.
It's called Tourette's.
Let me just get through this.
Oh, boy.
Oh my God. Brian Blaine, Sarah Ken, Sark, and Jerry.
Sucker.
Thank you for the laughs.
France.
Ziggy Becker. P.S. Shad sucks ass.
Chula Vista.
Find Sark a sitter. We miss you, Sark.
Charlie Chan.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Hart.
Charlie
Amy
Chan.
Elizabeth. You guys. Somebody.
Miles away.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Cock.
From Angela in Longview. First ever second nerd poker shout out, Dave and Becky Dagley. That's right. I had run into them last year at Fort Worth Hyenas, and they gave me cash, and I gave them a shout out then. And so now they get their second one, and they claim they're the first ever.
Read the back.
What are they read on the back?
Cock.
Trace the outline. Thanks, you guys. And also the woman who runs 8-Bit Bakery, DFW.com,
Ooh.
gave me some cash.
8-Bit Bakery. Video.
Yeah, it's all video game themed baking items.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
You mean like face invaders? Like I will eat some cupcakes with my face. I'm telling you what. Look out, cupcakes. Here comes my face. That's you, cupcake. That's the sound of your doom.
Wow.
Yeah, like that, Blaine.
All right, so cock.
All right, we're back.
All right, we're back. So Schneider has just killed Mackenzie Phillips. Bonnie Franklin is coming at you with a white hot axe. And Hug, what are you gonna do?
I'm sorry, Mr. Romano. I don't know what happened.
I had a key to your place this whole time. I'm surprised this didn't happen a couple seasons ago.
It started nice. Things got out of control.
Anyway, he'll be replaced by Bill Dana. What are you guys doing? You're up in the tree?
Let's just.
I think.
Can we skip forward to him being down from the tree and we're already on the peripherals of the town?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, doo-doo-doo.
All right.
We took that 1 hour trip.
Like a montage of us, like.
Okay, well, why don't you guys get your game plan vocalized for the listeners while I roll just to make sure that you guys got there.
I think I'm repeating myself.
Let's take alleys and side streets, try and get through to the port side of the city. And then once we get over there, like
start a fire. Can we start a fire?
Actually, I'm not opposed to that. Like,
start
what if we?
They're not gonna. I mean, if we do
Yeah,
it like
you were going to do that before you did it.
I can't help
And
it.
you did it.
I can't help it.
Cock.
Okay.
Too many cocks. All right, so let's get like a 1 city block into the
Is
city.
there such thing?
No, there isn't. Too many cocks. Get a block into the city, set that block behind us on fire, and then keep going into the city towards the port.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
That's what we're doing.
yeah.
Okay.
But this the only thing I'm saying is this is a town of giants. So if we set like on the edge of town, if somewhere is to missile and blow up something, and they come to see what the thing is, and you guys are already on the other side, doesn't that give you a better chance of getting through it than sneaking into town and potentially being caught?
True.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's.
I could shoot a fiery bolt, like a block, like a little farther away, so we're not like right on the periphery of the fire.
What about the two options are we're going to either sneak into town and set a fire and then run away from it, which seems a little hanky. But I'm the dummy, so look, smarts.
Oh, the heat is on. Someone call me smarts. I will live it down.
Or from the outside, I go whamdango, because I think that is what winter.
Really? Wandango?
Whamdango.
Oh, okay. Oh, for a minute there, I thought that sounded stupid.
No, it sounded whamdango, and then a building's burning.
Quentin
and
Tarantino movie.
You guys are already over here, and then you go in when everybody's running this way, as opposed to being in the town, and then whamdango, and then potentially people will run into us and make us dead.
So we'll split off. You'll stay here. We'll go to the other side of the town.
I'm saying if this is the town,
All right.
and this is the and
He's indicating with his hand.
if you can-
Semicircle.
I'm just saying, like, create a distraction on the outskirts over here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
And then just run around the side?
the Whamdango happens on the outskirts.
Uh-huh.
You guys are already here before I Whamdango, so I've got a Whamdango set
okay.
to a timer. So I can't.
All right, so let us get through the city a bit, and then
You guys, and then and then they come running this way. I'm hiding off in the woods, and then I'm the only one making the risk to try and meet up with you and run back
All right.
around.
All
And then
right.
you guys get on the boat. And
That
if
works for me.
And if I don't make it, you come back. Then you come back and help me fight. And you'll know that I need help because you'll hear, Whamdango!
do you want to do like some kind of like magic missile flare
Sure.
straight up into the sky?
If I'm in danger,
Yeah.
I'll waste my magic missile by sending it up.
You get a lot of magic missiles. They're just like a free for all, right? Like you can just fucking go.
It just says the one here and then relearn. Is that not right?
Well, 10 minutes after the fire, if you're in trouble.
Then I
It's
go,
called the
And
refraction period.
if we can hear Whamdango,
Whamdango!
Okay, write down one Whamdango in your inventory.
Yes, sir.
Whamgo, damgo, thank you, mamgo.
I think that's a 5th level spell.
Whamdango. Whamdango.
Whamdango.
And he calls forth the spirit of the dango.
Whamdango.
Boom, ba-da-dum, dum, 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 dum.
All right, so
All right, so
anything happened on our way?
So here's kind of what happened. You guys, I guess right now it's around 3:00 ish. It took you a couple hours to sort of get to the edge of this town. You right now you are kind of you're sort of like at a almost like the like an exit on next to a road. You've come across like a large road. It's very well traveled. It's even paved in some areas, but it's going in towards the city, and it looks like you could probably sort of sneak around. Everything is scaled to giants. These guys are 20 feet tall, so
It shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah.
And you know what?
He's hiding in a curb.
That'll be why don't we? What if we? Because we didn't sleep last night, right? Wasn't last night when I blew the horn and like we got in deep shit?
Oh, you blew more than the horn. Yeah, I don't remember.
Too many horns. And we're gonna potentially be fighting at night, or running through
a
a
tired
city.
state?
Maybe we should actually try to sleep until nightfall and take turns doing watches. If it's like, at least we all get like 4 hours of sleep, and then we stay up all night.
I like sleeping.
Sounds good.
sure. You guys can.
What about you, Whamdango?
Whamdango will sleep.
All right.
You can set up an illusion if you want to. It would last for a while.
Sure.
To like shelter us.
Yeah.
I like that.
So let's
I'll
say
set
you.
an illusion of a big arrow that says they are right here.
Let's sort of assume that you guys are sort of like at the.
Do an illusion that's got all of our actors' names right in front of us in glowing yellow text. Like that one parody of sitcom opening. Anyway,
Call back.
the so you guys are sort of like you're sort of in the Ballina wetlands, out sort of where Marina Del Rey is. There's because you're the
Where they were going to put DreamWorks.
well there's the city is actually I wouldn't say wetlands, but it's you're sort of at the industrial part of the outside of this
Damplands.
small city, yeah. And the land has sort of gone down. The plain has sort of sloped down to where you are, so you're not really on any sort of cliff anymore. There might be a little elevation at some parts near where the water is. But you can sort of camp out, I guess, off to the side. You find some trees that are pretty thick. You get in there. You set up a nice watch. Lyra's very good at making sure that you guys aren't going to be seen, and you set up an illusion just in case. So
More trees around us.
And we're gonna. Are we gonna wake up at like 5 a.m. while it's still dark and do our thing?
Yeah, that's the idea.
And then, so before I go to bed, I just want to get a look at a what looks to be the area with the most cover that I could potentially escape from. That gives me a line of sight to a building that I could hit with a magic missile, just so I know where it's at while it's still sunny out. And
What's a magic missile?
I've got a magic missile.
Oh no, I don't know what that. But What about whamdangoing something?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to relabel the whamdango. Okay, all right.
It's what he calls using a magic missile.
All right.
I'm going to whamdango like a barn or some kind of
You
a
have a
building.
whamdango like a motherfucker.
Is there a wall around the city?
Yeah, some areas some areas look more built up than others. So there's not really a defensive wall.
Are they brick? All brick? Does it look like there's some wood? Something would burn.
Yeah, it's brick, stone, wood. It's just pretty standard.
Whamdango vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean it's not it's not like
Whamdangable.
not like they made it out of straw or anything.
Right.
But it's
A magic missile. I can find something while it's sunny out that I can pick a building and a place from the woods to go. That building might burn.
You can see sort of you can see in a smaller part of town. There's a little depression or a clearing, and there's a little tall tower in the middle with a thing on the top that sort of shiny. It looks like you could probably maybe take that thing down if you wanted to.
All right.
But it would cause a lot of attention probably.
Well,
That's what we want, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna whamdango the shiny thing, which might be indication. Are any of you thieves?
Yes, I am.
You're a thief? Maybe you stick with me, or you take another position, and when they all come out for the whamdango, you sneak into Buttermilk Factory Farms and see what's in there.
What?
Wait, you completely lost me with the Buttermilk Factory Farms.
It just seems like there's something good in there, and buttermilk is delicious in small quantities.
Buttermilk is only good for donuts. That is the only reason buttermilk exists.
That's why I said, it's a sipper.
Ugh, fuck that. That's what eggnog's for.
Look, I'm not going to get into the whole.
I like them
I think,
both.
no, you
versus
started this
buttermilk.
shit.
Table flipped.
We're gonna get in.
Nestle's quick. Nestle's quick. Nestle's quick. Nestle's quick. Nestle's quick. All right. I'm in my quick place.
Quick.
I'm in my quick place.
So anyway, that's up to you. I don't know if we want to loot this place or just get on a boat and get out. But what he just described sound like a delicious candy factory full of Wonder Treats or a church or something, right?
I'm not convinced.
All right.
I would stay to help if you thought it would help with the distraction.
No, the distraction's a one-man operation. I can handle the whamdango, but I'm just saying, like what he just described sounded. Describe it some more. Does it sound like that building? When you say something on top, like a crystal, you said?
Yeah, just if you were looking around for something easy to target that you could see from any area.
I got you. So it doesn't. Never mind.
I'm
Okay.
guessing like a lighthouse or a bell or something.
Right.
Okay. All right. So then we go to bed, and then we got our plan, right?
Let's do it.
Who's taking the first?
I'll
watch?
take first watch.
Is there going to be some tracing?
Yeah.
Some midnight tracing of a bro.
Actually, Lyra's a little too refined on that. She'll leave all the tracing paper for you guys.
That's all right.
I'll take second watch. I think my sleep had been interrupted the night before.
Yeah, you need some sleepy times.
All right. So
So does my character.
you guys
Going.
you guys make it through.
Doink.
Who's next?
I will watch.
Okay.
And I'll take
You
the
gonna watch me sleep?
I always watch.
I'll
you sleep.
take the last one.
You don't know it.
Trace the
And
outline.
the last
of my-
watch. So you're gonna be awake anyway because this is kind of your thing. So you're sort of
All right.
up and a little
I like to
little
trace the
anxious.
outline of your penis with my penis.
Dango.
All right. So you hear while Hug mumbles some things under his sleepy breath. Winter, you guys are sort of you're hanging out under this cover. How long do you suppose your illusion's gonna last?
Fucking
Say
till
12
I break
hours. Yeah.
till I busted, baby. Let's see. It lasts. I think. Where the hell is it? I gotta look it up.
What was this looking
137.
it up brought to you by? Oh, never mind.
Oh Christ!
We bailed on that years ago.
Why?
Too many books. Too many.
All right. Phantasmal Force. Last. Do. Oh my God.
Less to do.
Durations. I think it lasts until I turn it off. Illusion lasts until struck by opponent unless the spellcaster causes the illusion, or I turn it off.
Okay. All right.
I cease to concentrate upon it.
So do you think if you go to sleep that it's going to disappear while you're asleep?
That's a good question. I'll say no.
Great answer. Next.
I think totally no.
Okay.
It'll stay right there.
Okay.
Yeah, because it really is until dispelled or I make an effort to shut it off.
All right. So here's what happens. You guys are asleep. Winter is awake. Winter is getting his magic missile plan ready, and you're sort of in these trees, out away from a roadside. And while you're getting your shit together, Winter, there's you see Hug start kind of like rolling around in his sleep, kind of like a dog dreaming about chasing the mailman.
It's adorable.
Sort of twitch. He's on a
My
long
puppy
day.
does that.
I wish we could see this.
It's really snapping. And then he Hug kind of like he rolls over and kind of pulls his coat up a little bit. It's looking very slow.
Say something
I thought for
else.
sure he was going to pull his dick out while he was sleeping.
And when he does that, there's sort of a weird like a video style fritz. Like you can sort of like all of a sudden it feels like you've been in a car where the windows are tinted, but now the windows aren't tinted anymore.
Wake up. The illusion is fucked. Your illusion's fucked.
What? Okay. Well,
We got to move the plan forward. You guys are
let's go for it then.
Let's do it now.
we got to just do it, right?
Okay.
I mean, we have no more
We'll do it
illusion
live.
10. Okay, so
We got 5 minutes left in our show, so why don't we wham dango it?
let's wham dango the fuck out of this.
Wham
Get-
dango, too many cocks.
All right, climax time. Let's build to it, guys. All right, so
Wham,
mission
dang,
objective
sweet
1.
time.
You three are gonna run around from the basic
Like
description
chickens with
I
their heads
understood
cut
to
out.
the other side of town.
Yep.
Where there's an entrance, and then as soon as I wham dango, you're gonna run for the boats. And if I need help, I'm gonna wham dango into the sky. And you guys are gonna fuck off and not come back for me.
Yep.
Probably is what I'm guessing is gonna happen.
You'll be fine.
All right, and there's boats docked. That's established, right?
No, you haven't seen really.
We haven't
any
gotten
docks
close
yet.
enough to see because they're now all the buildings.
Yeah,
are
there's
between us
you're on
and
the
them.
outside of a city.
We're hoping there's a boat, but you know what? We could just hang out on the docks.
Hey, look. Worst thing that happens, you get there's no boat, right? You're surrounded by a bunch of giants in the middle of their town. I blew up the fucking Tower of the Crystal buttermilk, and that could only lead to adventure. That's the way I look at it.
Agreed. Sally forth.
All right. See ya. All right, I'm taking my perch and getting
Sweet.
my
Let's book.
sights and wham
Cruising
dang.
around the other side.
Let's head down to the water.
We're doing it.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until the predetermined amount of time.
Yes.
Until
We're gonna wait until you wham dango.
they said you're gonna go on the other side of town.
Yeah, we're getting as
so
far
that
away
all,
as we
so
can.
that all the wham dango brings everybody to me.
Oh yeah.
Now, I need a plan of escape. I did try to eyeball this last night. So I'm on a ridge in the woods, outskirts of town, looking down on it so I can see this building. Is that not right?
I'm guessing you should try to come to us.
I guess what I'm trying to say is when I retreat, if I wham dango from outside of town and blow up this building, and then there's flames and fire and people are rushing to that. I'm not a total monkey. I've planned myself an escape route
Yes.
to go out and around. You guys will wait for me, maybe. Fuck it.
We'll try. Yeah, let's see if we can find a building to hide out on the docks, and you'll look for us in one of those.
Do you want to make a plan? Like you'll splash it with
Yeah. Let's draw a penis, or we'll carve a dick on the side of the building we're hiding in. Real small though.
No one will want to look in there.
All of a
It's
sudden,
a dick factory.
we're all hiding out, and all of a sudden, a giant's penis just goes through a hole in the wall.
No, it's just a giant walking by. Goes, there goes the neighborhood.
No, but yeah, why don't we leave like a little marker, like a little hash mark, like carved into a building that we're hiding in?
Sounds good.
Yeah, we make it look like the rock, like the bird. We draw a little bird.
Yeah, we'll draw the
Yeah.
bird.
Little
And we'll do it on the
two little-
north-
So I know
Northwest
you're coming
corner.
around this side of the town, going in, and
Yes.
if there's no boats, and I'm like, holy shit, I'll know to look for you in a building with a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoobity doop.
I love it.
Good. Okay.
Should be really easy to find. In a
So
pack.
you guys take off, and then what? I probably wait an hour or two until give you time to get around. Is it big enough
Sure.
to?
Yeah. I don't know if it'll take an hour. I don't know.
Whatever
You know
the
size of the
predetermined
town.
time is.
Look at that smile.
It's
There's
a tiny.
evil. There's
It's a
something
giant's
really bad
tiny
coming.
town.
Playing with us.
Did we not? Yeah, there's mischief. There's mischief. Did what? What have we
This
not
poker
done?
face is
Yeah, fuck
bullshit.
it. We got 5 minutes. Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
Fast forwarding.
So you guys run towards the road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going in.
And you're staying, and you're gonna wait until they're safely out of sight, and then you're gonna
wait until
you're
like,
gonna nuke that tower that you saw off in the
getting as
clearing.
I'm gonna give them an
The
hour.
with the idea that we're going to be down by the docks by then.
I'm gonna give them an hour to
Yeah.
get far enough away from me to where when I wham dango that thing and everybody goes running to go, what happened here? They have a clear escape to whatever's
Like
in the
we're
docks.
trying to get
Or whatever
as
seems
close
like the
to the
appropriate
docks as
time. I
we
don't-
can before he wham-dangos. So when he wham-dangos, they'll be drawn to him, and we'll be far enough away where we've got actually an even clearer shot to what's left of the journey to the docks.
The listeners have already worked this out and know that we all die.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys make a break for the road because you know that the illusion is down. You pack up all your stuff. You say, this is it. Plan goes into action. So you guys run out of this clearing towards the road.
What
And,
could possibly go wrong?
What is it? 4 a.m. at this point?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's early in the morning.
Or well, it's yeah. What time is it? We don't know.
Well, the plan was that we were going to do this at 4 or 5.
It's like
in the
4 or
morning.
5 in the morning.
but
because the illusion
came
disappeared
down
after-
early.
Right,
so do we even
it's
know
like
about what
3
time
or
in the
4
morning?
in the morning?
I gotta say, I'll say that this is 2 a.m.
All right.
So
The bars are closing.
yeah, there's a lot of drunks out, a lot of police
Can't go
checkpoints.
home, you
So
Closing time.
you guys run up to the road, and there you are on the road.
Sweet.
And it's a wide road. It's paved now. You're in the city. There's cobblestones. They're large
Let's
cobblestones.
Find alleys and shadows and move
Yes.
as quickly through them as we can.
So everything, just for on an average, I guess, everything is 3 times bigger than it would be.
Sweet.
It takes longer to get
Yeah.
places.
So if you forget your keys and you're in New York here, it's even worse.
Great. So we can hide in the shadows of more things.
Hiding in the shadows of more things.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that Looney Tunes cartoon thing where we were like, we're behind one shadow. We look, and we run into the next shadow, and we look, and we run to the next shadow.
Yeah, sure.
led by the thief.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys start doing the crazy commando run into the city, shadow to shadow. Every now and then, you hear some footsteps, and a giant walks past. Not necessarily a warrior, maybe somebody just with a coat on. You pass a couple of younger giants walking along, talking. You pass an old giant who's you see an old giant sitting on a corner of a street, just smoking a big pipe kind of thing. You just see various giants. Nobody takes notice of you or cares.
I like that.
But nobody's really looking for anything.
Right.
Does that
Why
mean
would
that
they?
they put eyes on these guys, or they just aren't
No,
really?
they don't see us.
No, they don't see you.
Okay.
And in winter, you just watch these guys sort of disappear into the city.
I got to give them enough time. Okay. All right. So follow them, and then I'm la 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 la.
All right. So you guys kind of keep you sort of keep dodging along. And weird snuffling sound, giant rat right behind you. Giant rat, giant rat, giant rat. What's your marching order?
Behind who?
I don't know, all of you. There's a giant rat. Everybody turns around. There's a giant rat. Who's closest? I'm gonna roll a dice.
me.
It's 1 and 2 is Ken. 3 and 4 is Lyra. 5 and 6 is Brian. Lyra, giant rat coming right at you. What you gonna do? When I say giant rat, I mean like the size of like a giant rat.
Approximately.
And it knows we're there, like it's coming at us.
Yeah, it smelled disgusting. You were hiding in a corner. It was eating some garbage, and it went, "Hey, moving garbage."
I am going to try to stab it in the face with my short sword.
Do it.
Sweet. What am I rolling here?
Roll to attack. It's 20-sided.
Sweet. 2.
All right. Well, at least you didn't botch.
Miss.
That's a miss. This rat.
I want to roll on him.
Oh, okay.
I saw what happened.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Take a roll. Dag's gonna take a swing.
12.
That's a hit. Why don't you roll for damage?
What is it? 10? 8?
Yeah, it's no. What is it?
Oh.
It's 8. Isn't
it
it
should
for
be
the
on
frost
your
brand?
It's a broadsword. It is 1d6 plus.
Oh, it's a 6. Yeah.
1d6 plus 1 plus 6.
Right.
4.
11.
For 11. So this Dag sort of steps up after Lyra sort of swings and misses, and Dag just sort of swings like a bat and cuts the thing's head sort of in half under the eyes.
Cool.
Sweet.
And the it sort of peels back, crazy noise. It makes sort of a Bill Cosby,
Why Bill Cosby?
because of the
He's in the news.
Is he? Is he in the news?
Yeah, I don't know why, but
I hadn't heard. I'm Amish.
Last
There's
week.
some really funny memes going on.
Yeah. So let's keep booking.
Yeah, it's been an hour. Let's call it. Now that we're sort of safe again.
Okay, yeah, you guys, you just killed a giant rat, and you're in the city, in a
Okay.
giant city at 2 a.m, and Winter is waiting to fuck some shit up.
All right, and we'll see you next week. Blaine, anything coming up?
When does this air? Oh, I am going to be. I'm going to be elected president of the world on Saturday.
Congratulations in advance.
Thanks very much. I'm sorry. I just
I voted for you.
you better have.
I will be in D.C. at the Black Cat Rock Club in D.C. there. And,
It's a great place to go to see black cats.
And then I will be. God, it's called Music Fest in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Slowly, I turn. I have friends
The
that live in Bethlehem.
21st. So Black Cat on the 20th, Thursday, and then the 21st I'll be in Bethlehem, and then the 22nd it's Brian Posehn and Friends at the Melrose Improv, and I've got 2 shows, 8 and 10:30, and they're going to be full of funny people that are here in LA
That sounds
that are
good.
going to yell about things into the microphone, and they're all my friends.
More like
And
yell
they
at.
died. What else? Rick, do you want to plug anything?
I got all new Captain America #1 coming out this week.
So, this is the week of the 21st.
All
is
right,
what
that
we're
week I've
talking
got Deadly Class #9 comes out, and
I call it Pilates.
I think Axis Avengers and X-Men #8 should be shipping around then.
Cool. And then anything you want to plug, Dan?
Just a bunch of stand-up shows around LA.
Oh, and you're Dan's going to be on one of my shows. Do we decide if you're doing the
Late
8
show.
or the 10? You're doing the 10.
Yeah.
So Dan Telfer will be at the 10 o'clock show at Melrose Improv. You got to come out. They will be funny. Real quick, this is kind of a bummer, but this Phil Anselmo festival that I did, you might have heard me talking about it a couple weeks ago. It was called the Housecore Horror Festival. And Phil had put it together with a friend of his and an Austin writer named Corey Mitchell. He's a true crime writer, and he was a big metal fan, and helped Phil put this festival up 2 years in a row. And then the day after we did the festival, Corey had a full-blown heart attack and passed. And it's a bummer, and we will all miss him. And I don't know what else to say. A moment of silence for Corey Mitchell. Thanks, you guys. Bye.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com